Hello, welcome back to the round one back nine coverage of the MPO feature card here at the 2025 Grip Equipment 43rd Kansas City Wide Open. We are here at Bad Rock Creek in Liberty, Missouri, and we're having a good time watching Gannon Buhr play some incredible disc golf. Joey Buckets played some great disc golf.
Matty O on the course shredding.
Matty O on the course shredding.
Yeah, two people coming out of the front nine 7 under is pretty damn good.
Ezra just kind of sneakily shooting 4 down with a really short missed putt. He's one of those guys who just doesn't make a lot of mistakes. Watch out for him in this tournament. This guy can do some big things. Already a winner this year on the Pro Tour, having a great season.
Yeah, hole 10, par 3, 487. You have like a weird wind on this hole, so it's a head right to left. To clear the OB is about 400 feet, right around there. OB circles all the way around the basket, and you have a little island of OB in the middle. Anything left is safe. Great design. You have to take it out over the OB as far as you can. These guys shouldn't have any problems with it. Maybe Joey a little bit because of the power difference. But look at how wide AB's taking this.
It just sends it into the stratosphere.
That's
the closest thing to seeing a golf ball fly as we have.
It really is. I mean, that is
awesome.
A line that is not feasible.
That's putting the catch cam operator to work.
Gannon going normal. He's a normie on this one for power.
Is he?
On this, that's a shot that you would see.
Yeah,
like they weren't straight up in the sky.
It's not alien. I'm with you.
Ezra keeps it on high the whole way. I love this.
Yeah, I do too. This is looking like it has the nice distance.
Yep.
Good angle. If you want to see something unhuman, watch the practice round. What Calvin Heimberg's shot does on this hole. Okay. Interesting play here.
Yeah, I mean, it's a tricky win, and I'm impressed that he decided to lay this one up because if you don't have that crazy power, it was playing tricky.
Don't need to get into trouble. Plays a nice tee shot to give himself the opportunity for the par. Just got to take care of business here.
That's not where you want to be.
Not on the headwind side, on an elevated basket. That same distance on the other side of the basket, no problem.
So Gannon just missed that one. Same putt, but a little bit closer.
Yeah.
And you see the difference?
Just the last hole.
Yep. Just popped it a little harder, and
gosh,
it stayed on that beautiful line.
This is absolutely a disgusting putt. He brings it in with pace, very little flutter. The flutter sometimes gets overly affected by the wind, but that hits the pole dead center, and the basket has to work hard just to contain all that power. Just sends that one in there. So nice. To save par. Oh, my goodness.
Get in there.
And Ezra floats that one in.
Didn't love it, but it counts.
Takes a little bit more time with this one from the last hole. Good adjustment. And, I mean, that's a gameplay star frame.
Yeah.
Even though Joey got the par. We need to put sports science on this guy, man. I need to know more about how he do it.
Faster than us.
So much, just the amplitude of how much faster is the incredible thing. There's a triathlon event that happened last week at Eagles Crossing, a distance contest, an accuracy contest, and a putting contest. In the distance contest section, you need to watch it. If you don't want to watch the whole thing, I understand. Go to the end. And I don't know when it's coming out, but you need to check that out because Anthony does something that won't ever be done again on that particular hole.
Hole 11, par 3, 383. It's a force flex right out the hand. So Paul's going to show us. Yeah, you got to get it on Anheuser with something really overstable. And let her drift on back. But if you kick early, this is an instant bogey.
Mm-hmm.
Paul 2 under, not too shabby, but those 3 bogeys in there are really, really hurting him.
AB, this is a line he really throws well. That little baby flex with an overstable driver or fairway driver. Nestles that one up nicely. That's going to be 4 birdies in a row.
Yeah, both of these guys head of the field with this shot. They just make that gap look pretty dang big.
So big. Yeah, that's pretty much as good as you can do it. This guy likes that shot shape as well. But he generally likes to go into these shots with like flippier discs. This time matches the stability really nice.
Yeah, he was close to hitting those trees.
Mm-hmm.
If he kicks one of those right and left, dead.
Bogey.
That's thick hair.
It's some thick hair. I'm going to give you that. It's a nice head of hair. That was even closer to the trees for Joey, and that one slides up. Got another look at a star frame opportunity here on hole 11. He's been putting well. Continues putting well.
Gets himself back to 4 under. Had a little hiatus there for a second.
Just digging the vibe with those yellow shades. I've put those things on, and the whole world just looks a lot more mellow, man. Just feels right.
Took a little while to line this one up. And he gets it to stick. This is a crazy star frame.
Yeah, it is not nearly as easy as these guys made it look.
Yeah, what's the statistics on this one?
It is one of the 9 holes that does play under par, but only 0.09. 20% of the field bogey, and then 4% with double bogey or above. So there's that trouble that you were talking about. But nearly twice as many birdies as bogeys, which is something you like to see, but also a lot of really good shots to get all those birdies, because that line it's lower than it looks on camera, I believe.
Yeah, this is a beefy hole, Jerm.
This is the hardest hole on the course.
Tell me about it.
Well, it's a par 4 now. It used to be a par 5. This is the Gannon Mando, the Gando hole, where he broke the hole by going just straight left sideways, going over 2 different holes fairways. And they had to force the mandatory down the middle of the event to go down the middle of these woods here. And it just requires the straightest shot you've got. It's so hard to stay in the fairway all the way down. And Anthony, oh my gosh, he is out of bounds, and that is as close to a double penalty as you're going to get. It'll be amazing if he doesn't get out of this hole with a double bogey now.
I didn't even know there was OB over there. Oh, Gannon, stop it.
That is, the guy is just on the ball today, man. That is incredible. To land in the mulch like that with that much distance, just such a premium. Okay.
What's going on?
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Loving life.
Deal.
Yeah, that's living right.
I'm curious to see where AB went to, because it might be an option to just rethrow.
Oh my goodness.
Get on Heiser.
Still so good. Keeping it on the mulch.
That's his mid-range. Wow.
Very well done. Oh, over the top, Anheuser. He said, I'll never do that again. Well,
That's not bad.
yeah, I think he's probably not going to be concerned about taking a double bogey. Ezra tough hyzer flip from this far back, and oh, that's a 1-2 punch to the tree.
Joey in great spot, and he's just a flip-up king, isn't he?
Yeah, the little mac to the basket as well, into the bullseye. We love to see great play get rewarded with a little tiny extra good break. And no one has ever played the hole better, maybe, than that right there. Forced to go down to the lean out knee, sidearm and hyzer. And he's got work left. Ezra is in danger of taking his first over par stroke of the round. Now AB, after going out of bounds on his second shot, he's going to save the par.
You mean the bogey?
I'm sorry, he's going to save the bogey, excuse me. But yeah, he went for the second shot. He got aggressive, trying to make something happen, but just got away from him, hyzered out into the field.
Gonna have a little work left after that bid. He has those a lot, though. I'm not too worried about it.
Yeah,
that's why.
You're right. With his putting style, he sends them, and occasionally they don't catch metal, and he's ready for that. Will be a bogey, though, for Ezra. Unfortunate after the pretty good drive. Well, the good results. The drive itself was actually a little shaky, but the position you'd take. And Anthony with the bogey save. Gannon, however, he's just on another plane right now. 10 under par. Just courser record alert. Watch out, because this guy is charging right now. And like you said on the front nine, Paul, he hasn't even been faced with like a difficult situation yet. Not one time has he been in danger of even having to make a par save.
Yeah, he's had like some tough putts, but
just cruising right now.
At Pound, the quality of our gear runs deeper than the stitching. That's why we design and build everything right here in the US. We source the highest quality US materials to make the most comfortable and durable pack in disc golf.
All right, on to hole 13. Par 3, 364 feet. Just straight up the hill. Plays at a quarter of a stroke below par. It's one of the more straightforward holes on the course, but it does play uphill significantly. And if you're going with that wide hyzer, the trees on the right side do get in the way a little bit. What do you think the preferred line is for this hole?
Today it's kind of right at it, because you're going to have left to right wind, so it's really helping your shot. You could break it to the right a little bit by those trees and have it hyzer in front. This is also okay. The sidearm,
yeah, again,
it's just really close to that out of bounds over there.
He pushes it all the way to the line, stays in bounds. He's got about 35 feet left to go to 11 under par.
Joey,
it's better width.
Wow. All hyzer up the hill. That's a lot of power.
It doesn't look like it, but he gets so much spin, and it's a very efficient spin because it has that little subtle DNA of the flip up in it. So he gets a little bit more ride than the power hyzer players.
It's got to get there. Nope. Circle's edge. So none of them go up the middle, I guess. When you got the sidearm power hyzer, it plays pretty simple, but this one should be taking it. Oh, get in front of the trees. Yeah. Good shot there. So one gimme, and then everybody's going to have to work for it.
A little low on that effort. Again, that's like about the biggest problem he's had today. Just 2 putts from about that range that didn't go in. Oh, well.
Yeah.
Anthony, the dreaded skip launch off the top, and he's got work left to save the par now. That is a lonely feeling walking to the other side of the circle. And that is about as much frustration as you really ever see from AB. He's usually never shows any signs of frustration, but that is hard to not feel some pain after the dreaded 3-putt.
Yeah, at least he didn't miss any in the circle.
The first one was in the circle.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Yeah. Yeah, it's bad when you miss one in the circle and then your next putt is outside the circle.
Yeah, it's tough.
That's a tough one.
Great drive from Joey.
And a good putt from Ezra. 2 birdies in our card.
So we got a 6, a 10, and a 2 under.
Yeah, we got some
2
good golf.
6s, yeah.
Yeah, 6 under plays. I mean, these guys are tied for second place. Just 4 back now. The separation didn't really happen on the front 9, but all of a sudden, the back 9, you throw in hole 12, the hardest hole in the course. Gannon walks away with a birdie. And even though Joey Buckets is the same thing, it's just different.
Yeah.
The flies are starting to drop. If that's an expression, then I'm lucky, but I don't think it is. But you know what? On to hole 14. This is a fantastic hole. Just crushing one out of the gate. Try to stay out of that right side tree line, and then you're probably going to leave yourself a blind turnover backhand approach.
So if you get right enough, Jerm, you can have a sidearm that just gets all the way home. Joey not going to have that option. He still might be able to do it, though.
They're dropping like flies. That's the expression. It came to me. 1 minute late. Just a normal timeline for the Jermism.
Oh, this is going to give him an option.
That's
just
awesome.
to throw a turnover down there. That's crazy.
Did you see Mattio's approach shot yesterday during the match play?
Oh, yeah. Of course. Shot of the day.
Yeah,
man.
top 20 shot for the season. I'd
It
say
was
just
sick.
beautiful. Gannon just intentionally playing the hyzer away from the tree line to give himself a longer approach, but knowing what his limitations are and knowing that he can still get to the pin from there. I like the play.
Yeah, it's quite an easy sidearm from there, Jerm.
AB just gave up on that shot. You can see his follow through was a little bit abbreviated, and he just gave up on it halfway through. It wasn't even fully out of his hand. Forehand around the corner, sets up a straight shot down the hill.
So this doesn't look like much, but it could get pretty close. It's a really weird hole.
Okay, yeah, that's about 45 feet, and the OB line goes down those steps, and there's a few feet of land at the bottom of the steps. It looks like it's right behind those rocks. It's not quite that close, but essentially, if you miss the basket and you go down those steps, you're going to be taking a bogey more than likely. So scary putts if you don't get all the way down to the pin.
Wow, going sidearm from Ezra.
That's surprising. He had the
Early.
backhand angle and
Oh, no.
out of bounds. That's just a questionable decision.
I totally agree.
That's playing out of his element a bit. The backhand actually hits the hillside a bit better down by the green. So Anthony trying to scramble to avoid a third straight bogey. He's got about 25 feet left for his par. And Joey, who's just been playing great golf all day, is going to be collecting another par on a tough hole.
Running it.
Full speed ahead. Most people wouldn't, but there's no way I can call it with this guy. I mean, he runs these things.
Going. Oh, my goodness.
And great touch, too, to not go over the wall. That's exciting to watch. I love it. So Gannon with a decision to make here.
Really?
Kind of love it.
I can't stand it.
Yeah, it's tough.
I respect it.
Yeah.
But he's just so good at those.
I just don't think I can relate to AB. Nice par save. I can't relate to having a 4-shot lead on the field through 13 holes in the first round of a tournament. Like when you're that far clear of the field, taking on the unnecessary strokes early on just seems unnecessary. Maybe late second round, perhaps, obviously third round if you need to. But this early, I like the idea of just staying bogey free.
I ain't gonna argue with it.
But at the same time, I just want to see him run it.
Yeah. I want to see him make it.
The lead remains 4. Paul Kranz, Jake Mon joining the party at 6 under.
All right, we got a fun little dinker here.
I love this.
288 over the pond. There's a kind of a layup zone to the right. These guys aren't taking that though. Right over the pond, usually sidearm. Try to skip it maybe off the water. Trying to play it a little deep. So the basket's going to just get ace this week. I'm telling you guys right now.
I like that the bank doesn't allow you to just slide one off the water. You have to clear the hill.
He pulls it.
Oh, that's... Boy, oh boy. That was...
Shank and almost ace.
Shank and almost ace. Only reason he's calling that a shank... Hey, Paul, how you doing, by the way? Only reason we're calling that a shank is because he's 2 inches low of what he's trying to do.
Hey, let's just focus on them getting my par putt and me making covey. All right?
Can we clap on commentary?
I mean, it's pretty solid. Pretty solid par.
Joey Buckets going backhand, turning it in late. Is this going to turn?
No, but it's...
Oh, but it
doesn't
carries
matter,
long.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
That's out of bounds.
there's an OB deep.
Oh, brutal. So that's going to be a drop zone.
Brutal. I didn't know that about this place. Gannon with a flip up.
That's
Miss the trees. Yep.
That's nice.
Oh, now do you lay that up?
No, you can't lay that
Mr.
up.
Wussy Boy?
No, Gannon doesn't lay up anything inside the circle. 45 feet, it's a different situation.
Ooh, stay up and we got ourselves a winner.
Yeah, that's a good one. Anthony Barela, an opportunity to get back in the right direction with a birdie on 15, perhaps.
Little right as well. Good height, though.
Yeah, that's a good ace run height. Got a safe run coming back from this direction. Oh, wait. It's not the drop zone. Is that just for water?
Yep, just water.
Gotcha. Tickles on the chain on the way by. Good height. But it will be a bogey for Joey.
Give me that.
Snags another one. I believe the course record is 12 under. Solid. That birdie gets Ezra back to 6 under. AB already 9 back, needs this one just to have some hope. And the hope is just getting stolen by one player.
And the other two guys that are beating them, too.
Sure, that too. But I mean, like, right now, if Joey Buckets taps us out, he goes to 5 under. Ezra's at 6 under. And the result of the par here for AB is he's at 2. Those are all catchable scores. That's 4 back. He is 9 back of Gannon through 15 holes.
It's a lot of strokes back.
It's a lot of strokes back early on. It doesn't promote confidence moving forward. For clear of Paul Kranz and Ryan Mon, not Jake Mon, excuse me. I do believe I said Jake on the last hole. I meant to say The right mon. I think I got the right mon now. Hole 16, par 5, 500 or 959 feet up the hill and then back down the hill. This one just to me screams Anthony Barela Eagle all day long, but there are plenty of trees as you get to the bottom third of this hole that do stand in the way. But I think we'll see a 3 on this one before the weekend's over.
Yeah, I think you're right. Maybe right now. Oh, this has life. Oh, maybe not.
Yeah. Another 100 feet.
It's going to be the easiest birdie ever, though.
It's going to be 6 straight birdies. Keep an eye on that right now because Paul was struggling earlier in the day, only 1 under, but now he is all the way down to 7 under, and he's right back in the thick of things.
Look at this move.
Summer breeze. He's doing it in every single way possible right now.
Yeah, he made that gap look big.
Really, really big.
Don't go in the woods and you're fine. Yeah, fine.
Yeah, that's all the distance AB needs off the tee, I think, to at least try to tee it up. Paul, that's a thick head of hair.
Mm-hmm. That's a nice shot up the hill, too. Perfect angle, perfect flight. Plays about where he just threw it, probably right around 400 feet.
And Gannon going once again with the forehand going up the hill. Forehand is a little bit easier to throw than the backhand, or maybe even a lot easier. Is it the same for you as well?
What's that?
Is the forehand a shot that you go to more going up hills?
No. No, only because I would rather not throw it 220 feet. This one is
Joey.
cooked.
Yeah, turns this one way over.
He's watching, though. Yeah, no.
And didn't have a chance. Just kept drifting.
Uh-oh.
Do a little duck, dodge, dive.
Yep, get little, then get big. Kick.
And
Need help.
He needs a disc to get really big so it hits
It
something.
did.
Oh,
Got help.
re-emerges back into the fairway. He's got the tunnel now left for the birdie. You love that result?
Yeah, I think the play is if you're back there, turn it in the woods and hope for the best.
AB did not quite get all of that one, it appears. It's moving, but it just, once again, coming out of the follow-through a bit early.
Scramble opportunity, though.
Sure.
Probably going to be able to just kind of putt that over there, I think.
A full shot left for Joey just to try to get up and down to save the par.
Totally doable. It just needs a hyzer now. It is.
It's trying.
It is.
Oh, bro, that was
man.
looking so good.
Yeah. Still quality shot from there.
And after going forehand, Gannon has just kind of a mild skip shot left. It just goes all air.
Don't tell me he gets lucky through all those. Deal.
Yeah, he got a little bit greasy on the right side there.
Same spot that Joey just went to. Yeah. We take those.
And this is what AB has left.
Oh, no.
Didn't look to affect his throw much at all, and he'll have that
Yeah, I
tap
had
in.
no clue what was going to happen. Could have been 2 inches in
Yes.
front of him. Could have been
Yes.
right where it is.
Fortunately, it was the bullseye option. Now Joey Buckets to save his par. Long range off the top of the rim. Good effort. That putt has looked sharp all day, man. Even the putts that haven't gone in, all been on the mark.
Ezra gets to 7 under, which today is really
Quiet.
good.
2 bogeys, 7 under, and a missed short putt.
It's really good.
He could be double digits under right now. Playing great.
This guy is double digits under.
He keeps playing like this. He's going to get to triple digits under by the end of this tournament. So he's already at course. Yeah, I know that's a silly thing to say, Josh. I get that. And I'm not talking to our editor. I'm talking to you at home, Josh. I understand how silly that was. But yeah, he's already at course record with holes to go. Can he get to 13? Can he get to 14 under and just blow it out of the water? You got a tough hole here, 17 in front of us.
Yeah, you got a couple people who can get to 9, which is really good.
Very good.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the number that we were thinking was going to be a solid score. 7 under.
It is a solid
Really
score.
solid
Yeah,
score.
it is. This is a tricky one. 5-12, but really tight off the tee. I mean, 4 to 5 foot gap. You want it to turn up the fairway at about 280 feet, which is a weird turn. It really is for a disc. Sidearm rollers are the play because it's so tricky. Slightly downhill, then it goes dog leg straight left up the hill. Sidearm flex shot, if you get into the perfect spot, is the deal.
It's just
That's
really, there's got to be a
perfect.
limit how good you can
That's
be.
perfect. I mean, that's a hula hoop where you got to land the disc in, and he did it.
That is outrageously accurate, and the right touch behind the shot too. Everything is just dialed today. He is in the pocket. Well,
That's
like
good.
next to it.
So from there, flex shot that goes to the back side of the circle and hopefully drifts down is the play.
So smooth. Does it get to the landing zone?
Yep.
Yeah, you can definitely work with that. Real quick shout out to Calvin Longquist with the only eagle on the field on hole 16 yesterday. Ezra's going to be in a bit of trouble.
So, decent kick.
Yeah, this is what 17 often turns into for many people who play it. If you get off the fairway, it's hard to really get yourself back on track. And Ezra's just finding the pinball machine right now.
So, yeah, they're just going to skip it to the back side of the circle, drift it down the hill. That's pretty good. Like where the cameraman is really where that angle is where you're going to aim. Biggest gap is up past the hole. There we go. Yep. See what I mean? That's the biggest gap.
It's just
He played it perfectly.
easy sport. Well, Ezra does have this lengthy putt to try to save the par. And I'm not exactly sure why he went away from his traditional putters there on that one, but either way, it'll be a bogey on 17 for Ezra.
Anthony needs this kind of in the worst way.
It's just every little thing. There's been some great shots, but for the most part, everything has just been a click off today.
That's a great putt to save the par.
It is.
That's one of those ones where you just lose focus. You're like, oh, well, I'm getting beat by 25, and I just airballed this.
That's not the kind of player he is. He's definitely changed his focus over the last couple of years, and it's been very evident in his finishes. You know, like you might see him 3 years ago have like a top 5 finish and then finish in the 40th place. Now, when he's not winning tournaments, he's still finishing around that top 10 spot, and that is single-handedly the difference. Digging deep and focusing when things aren't necessarily going right, and it's a great par putt. Gannon's sitting on course record now with 1 to go.
None of those guys could get 17. Nobody at 7 could get 17. That's a little crazy.
It's a tough hole, but yeah, you're right. All those people there, not one of them getting that one. On to the finishing hole, folks. Hole 18 is a par 5, 924 feet. The drone is flying down this, well, yeah, it looks like a lot of players are going to play a shot, throw a shot around the corner and then up to the pin. Well, we're going to take a look here at Ezra Aderhold, who's throwing his third shot from about 360. And just barely gets that in bounds, and has this to finish his round at 7 under. And this was the early leader in the clubhouse, the first player at 7 under. A little bit of turn, but that's okay.
It's really kind of what you want. You want to be tucked on that right side. When he gets to there, he's going to have a wide open gap straight to the landing zone. You don't have to take it out over the OB at all.
All right, AB. Oh boy. Paul.
He's to slow down.
Paul. Jeez Louise, man. That OB is not in play for humanity.
For anybody else, really.
He's going to have an uphill look at the pin to try to get a birdie with this OB drive.
That's wild.
I think that they said that drive was 570 uphill.
So it got to 570 on Anheuser in order to crest down the hill. That's...
Okay, take this drive, for instance.
Boom daddy.
Ezra is a boom daddy, okay? Certified boom daddy. Crushes one into the great spot. I'd say probably in the 430 range.
Farther, yeah.
450, 460 range. AB just went $150 past that. Out of bounds. They'll probably end up taking the same score. If not, AB gets a better score.
Great shot.
Yeah. Okay. The OB bubbles out right before that.
Really technical shot here for Ezra.
Love to bounce back and finish at 7 under. That is well done.
Yeah, plays about 300 uphill from there. You see what I mean, though? From here, Gannon's just...
So it was a perfect drive.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That's just... This guy could just... I think you're right. Hula hoops. Go ahead and put hula hoops down the fairway, and he might put it in the hula hoop. The way he's playing right now, it's just... The sport is so easy. Finally get to AB's drive. He's got 400 feet up the hill to try to get a birdie still.
Wow. It looked like he didn't throw it that good, like it was early. Still no problem, carries the distance. Has a putt for birdie.
I guarantee you no one in Kansas City has ever seen a drive land there on this hole before.
No.
And never will again, probably. Because tomorrow I'm sure AB is going to throw a fairway driver.
Or he might be thinking, I can just do that again, and if I land inbounds.
Then you got the eagle look.
Yeah.
But yeah, certify yourself an opportunity to have a look at it. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that play.
Joey Bucks.
Solid round. A couple of bogeys coming down the stretch, set him back a little bit, but it's been great golf overall.
That's what he does. Consistent play, 5 under, nothing to sneeze at. Great shot. What is that expression? Nothing to sneeze at? Like when somebody does something, you just you have the ability to just sneeze.
Excuse me, sir. Achoo.
Got it.
Yeah,
wow,
nicely done.
AB.
That is awesome. Not his best stuff today, but still dug his heels in. Nothing to sneeze at.
Yeah, I don't understand that. I don't know. Who is that guy?
Ezra, yeah. A bounce back birdie for him. Every bogey today, bounce back with a birdie in the next hole. That's great disc golf. Gets the 7 under. But this guy, an opportunity to obliterate a course record. Go 14 under in the first round. And they say you can't win a tournament on the first day, but you can lose it. But there might be an argument that Gannon might have just won this tournament on day 1. He's going to be going into round 2 with a 6-shot lead. 14 under, Paul. Talk about that.
I mean, you know, when we played the triples in the practice round, I think we set our goal at 13 under triples.
Triples.
Calvin, Austin, myself, and he just shot 14 under. We did beat the brakes.
Yeah,
off
you
of
got
him.
you got
we
the 17.
beat the brakes off of Gannon right there. But no, all jokes aside, in control the whole entire round was, I mean, his disc had a remote control on him. It seemed like his putting was really, really solid. He even missed a couple that only probably Gannon we would expect to make all of those. You know, he's in that realm of the Macbeths and the Wysocki's who were so good when they'd miss from 40 feet. We're like, what?
Well, we have an awesome league card for you guys tomorrow. We got 6 U.S. titles, 8 world titles going on the line tomorrow. I don't even know how many majors total just between Ricky and Paul, but it's going to be a heavy hitter tomorrow with Kyle Klein coming in at 8 under, our second place finisher for round 1. It is going to be an awesome way to see what Gannon sleeps on that 14 under course record. What does he come out here tomorrow with? Does he bring that same intensity? Does he have that same focus? It's going to be hard to repeat that with all these tight lines out here, but man, he looks so comfortable in round 1.
Yeah, I'll wait till tomorrow, but sitting on a big lead like that, nobody's done that in a long time. And typically it's a really hard thing to do, especially when you get the 14 of them. It's going to be a different course tomorrow. It's going to be more windy. I think somebody's going to cut that lead. And if they don't, then it's a game over.
All right. Well, we'll see you guys for round 2, moving day tomorrow.